So right now we have Big Play Slay, Super Bowl champion, multiple time All-Pro, Pro Bowler joining the show. First of all, congratulations for winning the Super Bowl championship with the Philadelphia Eagles. You guys had a tremendous season. How are
Yeah.
you feeling?
I'm great. You know what I'm saying? Fly with fly, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's been great, man. It's been very, very great. I must say, man, to be a champion, man, it took me 12 years to get here. Man, I finally just calmed down. I just had, you know what I'm saying? I just had the parade in Philly. Then I had me a parade for myself next week, that following week at my hometown. So I'm really just starting to come down after 2 weeks. So I might still keep it going up, though. We don't know.
You got your lick back. And listen, I'm a Broncos fan, so you guys being the Chiefs, you did the world a service.
I already know. You know, I watched the show. I know you're a big Broncos guy, man. So I know you're happy for your boy P2. So,
That's a fact. Lord knows, DPOY.
Come on now.
So Slay, question, because, you know, 2022 definitely happened. You know, you walked in, you guys played a great game. Unfortunately, you just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a different mindset, or was there a different conversation? Because I know there's a couple guys that was here in 2022, and then 2024, there's like a whole new, you know, there's a lot of young players.
Yep.
Was it any different in terms of just you being for you, Hurts, AJ, Smitty, you guys were all here for 2022, 2024. How did you guys approach this matchup as opposed to 2022?
I think we just went in with way more like details and just understanding. I think like I always told the teams, man, everybody asked me this question that's different between the 22 team and 2014. I just felt like this team is more like complete, as in like the 22 team was more known for our pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? This team right here is every level. You got JC, you got Barnes, you got you know, you got Austin back in the secondary. So it was like it's a complete team. So it was like nobody was, I ain't gonna say outshining nobody, but it's like it wasn't no focal point. It was more like it was strength on strength on strength on each level. So, but you know, I think this one was more like more wanted, man. We wanted it way more, I think this team did. You know,
This was pure domination, Slay.
It was like real deal. Like, let's go punch these dudes in the face and see if they can last 4 quarters with us. And we went to go do that. And I think that really started off with our DC, definitely on the defensive side, man. Vic,
Bronco legend.
He's an old school guy, and he kind of like, hey, we ain't doing all this cute stuff and this and that. We finna go hit folks. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing it all year. And that's why we was the best defense in the league.
Now, I'll tell you what, Slay, it's funny you say that because it seemed like after the bye week, everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all on offense, y'all decided, hey, Saquon Barkley, he needs to be the focal point. But for the defense, because you had that game versus the Buccaneers where it was probably the weakest performance that the defense had. But after that bye week, there was no looking back. The pass rush was amazing. The rush defense was amazing. And then, of course, you know what's up with the secondary, with Quinyon, with Cooper, with Jew, with Isaiah Rodgers, Blankenship. There was just so much talent in the secondary. What changed from the bye week on? Was Vic Fangio just coming to you guys and say, we need to completely change this?
Yeah. What he did, he didn't think it was nothing to change. It was mostly just the mental thing part, man, being mentally challenged. And he challenged us as a group, as in like, hey, man, I'm not changing how I coach or what I'm doing, design it, because if y'all guys put the work in and put the effort in and execute what I'm saying, our defense will be the best. And a lot of guys just looked at stuff in the mirror and was like, okay, we're going to do what you say, coach. You know what I'm saying? I always do it what the coach say. You know, that's just me. But
makes life easy.
You know what I'm saying? Make jobs easy. You know what I'm saying? And then so we all just locked in and said, hey, man, shoot, we got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. And the next thing you know, when everybody start making plays after plays, and this group just play for each other, man. It's an unselfish defense. Everybody got a chance to make plays. We don't care who make the play. We was all excited for whoever makes the play. And man, that was great, man. It was just a great feeling just playing on that defense. Like you felt the energy about like
it was different. You guys were honestly a perfect defense. So
it was a movie funny. Every day. Movie.
No, I ain't gonna lie. We probably I'll say overall, probably in the last 20 years, we were a top 3 defense ever.
My favorite stat of the Super Bowl is that you guys blitzed 0 times, and you guys were able to get a 45% pressure rate on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And what you said, like after the bye week, like you guys didn't change nothing. I felt like that's kind of what I watched when I was watching you guys on film, because the early performances you guys had, I felt like you guys were in the right position. There was just certain coverage busts that you guys had that was like miscommunications on. But then after week 5, I felt like you guys played on a string. Like everybody was on the exact same page, and that's why you guys just shut down teams week after week.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you one thing about Vic is, I've been around a lot of DCs, and DC just get up there, explain what the coverage is, and leave everything else to your assistant coaches. You know what I'm saying? Your DB coach, your linebacker coach, He was a guy that we watched the whole practice together, and he explained all 11 guys. So now everybody in there know what everybody's doing. So it's not no conversation like the linebackers have one like, hey, we gonna do it like this, and then the DBs or whatever don't know because we all work together. He said, hey, you do this so that Slay can do this, and then now when he do it, then he see me do it. It's like, oh, so now we got like he'll be doing like it was just that great. That's why I said like he really changed it how I look at DC stuff. Like he explained point A to point B from gap fits to coverage. Hey, when our DNs have to drop, hey, you better drop right here for Slay in this spot right here because he expecting you to be here. And then next thing you know, as he dropping, he looking to make sure he's there for me, make me do my job easier. So it's like someone had to serve two jobs at one. It was magnificent, man. I got to give a lot of credit to, man. So he did his thing, man. So that's why I say that's what changed, man. We knew what everybody was kind of doing on the field.
I think my favorite part about this Eagles team is.
What is your favorite part? I'm curious.
There's so many things I like about this Eagles
Switched
team.
up,
Man.
Slay. I'm
There's
so happy,
many
Rick.
things.
Like
Slay, don't listen to these guys, please. Don't listen. I've been here for 3 years. These guys hop on the wave week 12 this year. All of a sudden, I'm off it. I'm listening to them, Slay. My favorite part about this version is on offense coming into here, like they got the superstars, right? They got Hurst, they got AJ, they got Smitty. And coming off of 2023, this defense was disrespected, right? 2023, This defense didn't live up to what they did in 2022. And while you had some big names, you had yourself, you had Jalen Carter. It was the surprises. It was the undervalued guys that showed up. You had Milton Williams, a third-round pick from 2021 who broke out in a big way. Zach Bond, who was a special teams guy, break out in a big way. You had them exciting whites in the secondary with Cooper DeJean, right? You had so many, I don't want to say unsung heroes because they became heroes, but what was it about this defense and really in that secondary that flipped the switch this year?
Man, I swear, like it just like everybody really is like buying in. Guys are doing their job, not nobody else's. Like for instance, like everybody thought Nolan Smith would go be a bust.
Yep.
I don't know why. He's a more freak athlete. He's a dominant rusher. And as you saw, like he's a dog. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying? He set edges. Like this team and all the young guys that kind of stepped up. And when I say that helps, a lot of the young guys that stepped up was with BG Stan after he got hurt. He could have went home and chilled and got himself together and did his own treatment at his own time. But BG was in every meeting, coaching up the young guys, coaching up Jalix, coaching up Nolan. You know what I'm saying? And that kept them guys going, like because that the teams need veteran leadership. And when I say BG did a lot to that, definitely with them D-line, with them young guys, it helped a lot with that. And then with Bonds, man, everybody was surprised. I won't be sitting here lying to you if I sit and say, yeah, I knew Bonds would be an all-pro linebacker, defensive player of the year kind of candidate. I'd be lying. But we knew he was a talented dude, but we just knew like, all right, because for a long time, Eagles didn't never have a linebacker. They just say we can have a stud at linebacker. And shit,
he never played linebacker before this.
He never played it, so it's it's even more crazier. It's even more crazier. And one thing about him, he's so detailed, so smooth with it. And
can't wait till he's in a Bronco uniform. Stop.
Hey, we hoping he don't go nowhere, but man, he was like dialed in. Like when he wanted to learn how to coverage, he come over there, hang with the DBs, and we were showing him like the punch through the pocket. All kind of great stuff. Like he was really detailed in it. And then with him going against Saquon coming out the backfield and one-on-one reps, like you only get better, man. And then him and Dean, man, they was one of the best, better linebackers crew together. Besides them guys from Washington, them two guys in Washington was damn good together.
Bobby and Lou were like that.
I think the one thing that stood out with Zach Bond is just how physical he was. Like the first game of the season that you guys had against the Packers, he had double-digit tackles, and you could just feel the energy that he brought to the team. But like, did you see progressively throughout the season his coverage skills get better each time like he worked with you guys?
Yes, you can see him like it was a play we played against the Jaguars, and he was jumping in the zone. He covered a 7-cut, like man, and then like he did what we taught him in practice. He punched through the string and just came to the sideline. He's like, "Boy, Slay, I appreciate you." You know what I'm saying? Because he know like we helped. I'm not saying like he practiced it himself, but he just like, man, that's how it works. And it's just like we like, And then when you get that from you, a guy like that, you be like, man, that junk crazy. And then he was like, man, we were just, and it's just exciting, man. It be so, that's what I'm saying. That's how much we were so happy for each other on that defense. Like, you just seen, like, when people, like, trust and believe each other and trust each other, that shit was magnificent, man. We're definitely watching him, and I'm on the side view, and me watching him when he be hitting motherfuckers, you hear that shit.
Yeah.
You hear it. Like, he be out there cracking people's helmets, boom. And then, you know, he get up, he be like, get up, bitch. You know what I mean? Our linebackers crazy. They crash outs. And they crash out the right way. You know, you got them crazy crash out, just be crashing out. They crashing out the right way. And man, and I just love it. And I'm loving it, definitely, man. And then we played a lot of teams this year that a lot of guys let go and become free agency. You know, like you know, for Chauncey, they traded Chauncey from the Saints. They, you know, Bonds, they thought Bonds couldn't be nobody. Bonds came to the Saints, we dominated them. And, you know, Saquon, you know, they think he was worth it, and he go dominate them. So it's like everybody was kind of like on a small revenge tour, but they kept it in-house. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing nothing out of the ordinary to like mess up the defense or the offense. They just like, boom, and we made sure all of them shine. You know, and as you saw, everybody kind of went off every time they played against somebody like that.
And you talked about it, and I know you're on the defense, so it's obviously a different feeling, different vibe. First of all, I see that Paul George jersey sitting on that. I see that. And we don't remember Philly Paul George, but we gonna remember Clippers Paul George. Yeah. That's a guy, man. We gonna remember him. But you know, you guys picked up Saquon in the offseason. From the defensive side and how you guys were looking at it, how did you guys feel about just how great he was this year and how dominant he was this year, how he just completely took over games? Like, what was it like watching it from your perspective?
Man, it was amazing to watch, man. Look, I know how this generation be when it comes down to like who is the greatest at this and greatest at that, because everybody, like, I'm a true believer in like not truly much on numbers, because whoever you play with, you know what I'm saying, you can play with somebody with a badass O-line and that just can't block forever. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be behind the one that Emmitt Smith had and you become a great easily. You know what I'm saying? But Saquon, man, only person I'm gonna say that's better than him that I'm not gonna never argue is Barry Sanders.
Barry, yeah.
Anybody after that, I'm arguing with Saquon. You know, anybody, because what the stuff he does is unbelievable. Nobody can catch out the backfield as great as him as a complete back. You know, he jumped over somebody backwards.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's never been done before.
What's the reaction? Like how?
I didn't play that game because I got hurt.
Yep.
So I've seen him do it. He jumped. I said, I'm really trying to rewind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I see this? Did I just really see this? And then I'm like, bro, I came to the side. I talked to him. I said, bro, you know, we call him Black Jesus. I said, bro,
Black Jesus, funny.
You were amazing, bro. Like, you one of them dudes. Like, we got, you know what I'm saying? We call them boys like them some blessed young men. Like him and AJ, they're some blessed young men.
Were you surprised? Like, on the outside looking in, like, we realize Howie Roseman is probably one of, if not the best GM in pro sports, let alone football. Do you guys have that same feeling in the locker room? Like when you signed Saquon, were you like, there's no way Howie just got
it again.
Probably the best running back in football.
I'll be still confused on how he be able to pay these motherfuckers. Hey, I don't know what he's doing, but he could need to continue to keep doing it because he's doing a great job for his organization, man. And I'm just like, I don't know how. Like,
me either.
Like
all hits, no misses. Listen, if I see the blueprint, go ahead and draft some Georgia Bulldogs, put them on the defense. You know it's the result.
Yeah,
everybody's confused, man. Like you seen Joe Burrow on his media tour. He's like, "Listen, the Eagles are doing it. We gotta keep T. We gotta keep Trey Hendrickson. Like they're doing it, so it's possible."
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know how people don't know how to do it. I don't know if they math ain't mathing as good as our math. Our math is good.
Now, Slay, you mentioned numbers not always telling the story. And I want to talk about a particular player that I don't feel like numbers have always told his story.
Breakout guy?
Because, you know, my co-hosts, they've been a little disrespectful to this player because of the numbers. But Terry McLaurin, this year was his breakout season.
I knew he was going to do
it. Do you think Terry McLaurin this year, that he got his flowers, do you think he just became elite or he's always been this guy, but he just got the right quarterback and situation to showcase how good he was?
Oh, okay. Well, I would say Terry McLaurin is for sure a dog in his league. Like he's one of the best ones as an overall because, you know, the way he brings to the table, you know, he's very explosive. You know, he got big playability, you know, but it's how do the elite go to the top four guys. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do elites. And like elite for me in the quarterback world is Joe Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar,
yeah,
and Josh Allen. Them the elites. They got their own, you know what I'm saying? They their own tier, you know. But in that receiver world, he almost in there.
It's Jetta's, Jamar, AJ, CD, or Tyreek.
You can say Tyreek, or
Yeah.
you get, or you know what I'm saying, or you get whoever you play. You know what I'm saying? But the four is elite. Them two.
I love the division. I love that. It's
Yeah.
like, he's not. CD's nice, but not Tyreek.
Now, you know the
City
first
nice,
thing.
but everybody City nice for sure.
The first thing I thought of you when the Commanders won their first playoff game because Diami Brown had a great game. And I remember like a while ago you were talking about like Amon-Ra St. Brown because I think the clip had happened where he talked a little bit smack about Diami. Yeah. And then like he had a great game against the Lions. And I thought about you in that moment because it's like, when you get a dude in the right situation and he's able to showcase his talents, sometimes it's not always about the dude is not good. It's just about having the opportunity.
Yeah. And that's why I say with a lot of guys, man, that's why I don't kind of do numbers. I go against I kind of like watch the film. You know what I'm saying? Is this guy open, but he just can't get the ball because quarterback inaccurate, or he just throwing that motherfucker in the dirt, or whatever it is, or the O-line is bad. So it's because it just takes too much. Definitely on the offense side of the ball. That's why I can't play offense. Too many dependent. I got to depend on too many things to go right for me to have an amazing career. So I'm
gonna say Amon-Ra is a little bit better than you gave him credit for back in the day. Just a little bit. Amon-Ra.
Say what?
That he's a little bit better than what you gave him for back in the day.
No, I always think he's good. I just say I think he's good. Like I don't think he says in like the elite four. You know, I think he for sure good. Like I think to me, honestly, after watching his film again, he got top three hands. Like when I say hands, I mean like
hands crazy.
He's not dropping the thing.
He's not dropping nothing. I ain't talking about no body catching or here, that. I'm talking about legit hands. And my top three is AJ, Puka, and him. Like them guys got legit hands, like catch here outside of him.
AJ don't drop that ball.
AJ's not dropping the thing.
AJ don't drop
that. No, you know what I'm saying? Them legit hands. And I say that's why I always told him I always told him that. I gave him credit for like, hey, you got some of the best hands I've seen, and he competes. He competes every play, every down. He block his ass off. So that's what gives him the edge on a lot of receivers because he got probably little man syndrome. I don't know. But he go out there and he'll dog your ass in blocking, and then he'll catch the ball. And the reason why I don't say never give him credit, but he'll never be in my like top 5 or so because he is not, he's a slot way more than anything for me.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like to go off what you're saying, Puka Nacua that rookie year, he was a lot in the slot. That's where he really ate. But then this year, he lined up outside a lot more, and he still
dominated. You know what I'm saying?
From in that regard.
Dominated. Yeah. It's just another kind of world out there outside because
the
route tree is only
different.
Slim. Yeah. And you can't run away, like you can't like run overs and can't run away. So that's what I'm saying. But if you say top slot guy, him and CD, the top 2 slot guys.
Like in the slot, you're getting matched up against linebackers. Sometimes you're getting free releases.
You know what I'm saying? You get to see the soft zones you can sit in. Like for AJ stay at number 1 most of the time. We could cloud AJ, so we could have a dude below him and the top on slot. We can't do that too much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta if you cloud a guy, he just gonna be on the side of you and he can still throw it in, they can just fall forward. So that's how I work with them guys like that. So, but he's still dominant though. He deserves every bit of money he got because
for sure.
He gets down. He made
only thing I say is if you got a talent like that, if like even Jettas, even Jamar, you see they slide him into that slot because it's an obvious mismatch. It's not everybody's favorite receiver at some point goes into the slot because
everybody
take advantage of mismatches.
Yeah, that's easy. But I'm just saying, like I say, predominantly slot.
Yeah.
Like if you go 11 personnel and he stays in a slot, like if you go 11 personnel, he move outside, cool. Because sometimes you go into 12 personnel and it just Smitty be at 1 and AJ be in the slot because it's 12 only but 2 receivers. They just 12 personnel. But if we go into 11, AJ for sure at outside X. You know what I'm saying? So. Outside X is a different type of breed.
Who's one of those film wide receivers that you watch or wide receivers that you watch on film that the numbers don't show it, but that you think is really good?
the numbers that don't show, but think's really good. Oh man,
Dontavian Wicks.
Oh God.
who?
Dontavian Wicks from the Packers.
Nah, I like him. He let me catch that
If
rock.
Dontavian could hold on to a ball, we'd be talking about one of the
He
best
got
in
a
the
route
league.
tree on him.
He
He got a route tree on him. He real sneaky, like nice. But you know what I'm saying? You got to catch the rock.
Got to catch the ball. You get paid to
that
catch.
ball. You can't catch. You can't. That's your problem there. But someone that's nice like that. Ooh, dang, that numbers that don't show.
I think Josh Downs one of them guys.
Who?
I think Josh Downs on the Colts one of those guys. He gets overlooked with Michael Pittman there and A.D. Mitchell there. He plays in the slot a lot too.
Yeah.
But he's someone that gets
Wait,
open.
I'm gonna allow you to have your time.
We
Think about
got
it.
we got one
Yes.
in Philly, brother. We
I'm
got one
interested.
right here in Philly.
Smitty for sure.
He's a dog.
We got one right here in Philly, man.
I love how authentic you are, Slay. Like you're actually answering these questions and like they're just so honest. I like it.
It's Smitty for sure. Like everybody knows Smitty. Smitty would be a lot of ones at a lot of teams. Like a lot. It's 30. It's 30 teams.
Denver.
He a number one for at least 27 of them.
So
26 of them.
while you think about that question, I got another question for you because I feel like as of recently we've been getting a lot of great wide receivers into the NFL, and this year we've had a couple great rookie wide receivers.
Yeah.
If you had to rank them, Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, and Marvin Harrison Jr., how would you rank those three wide receivers?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That Malik Neighbors kid gonna be good.
He's crazy.
He's gonna be he run like he's the same as like them guys from LSU. They got the same body archetype and all. And they all three of these guys from LSU, as in like Odell, and Jarvis and him. They are the best three like stop routes and slant route guys in the league. You know, early came in. That's where they build their stuff off, and then they build their stuff off. Yeah, after that, like so that's why I give him a lot of credit for because he ran a stop on me one time. He got the ability to stop on a dime, and when I say he could do that, I say he could do that. But now, when I was off, man, all that shit was easy to see. No offense to him. I was just because I'm real good at off. Like you can't. I know break points. I know numbers. I'm gonna beat you to the spot. So that's really not like a talent issue. It's more like I just know where you're going before you want to go there. So,
yeah.
But when I got on press on him, I said, "Ooh, he ran a stop right on me," and I'm like, "Yeah. You gonna be that dude?" You know what I'm saying? I give credit quick. I ain't the shy about giving credit. I'm like, yeah, and he run that stop route pretty well. But the kid from Jacksonville, man,
he's a dog.
I think he has the most potential out of all of them because he up top, pork chop, 4.3 speed. I'm talking about we played against him. I was watching his routes. He's smooth.
That was a tough game too. That Jacksonville.
Yeah, he come out them routes pretty nice. And then like once they started giving him the rock, like he really started like going crazy. At that time, they weren't giving him the rock too much. I'm like, damn, why not giving him the ball? And next thing you know, not to say when what's the name went down, but when he went down, like
Mac Jones was feeding him.
Giving it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he went for 1,200 yards. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, woo wee.
That's what you got to do, though. Get the ball to your guy. That's what.
Yeah.
That's all you
I
got.
think he got the most potential out of all of them. But I think all three of them gonna be good though. I just think but the best catcher out of all of them is Marv for sure because he don't get as much separation as them guys, but his body control and catching ability is magnificent. Like he more like not say AJ, but AJ gets some separation when AJ wanted, but if you want AJ back, it's a catch every time.
Guaranteed.
You know, a lot of guys can't catch with dudes on their back.
Yeah,
but Marv can.
You talked about the Jaguars game, and that was probably for me this year the best game of Smitty's season, in which he just had big play after big play in the fourth quarter.
That play was stupid.
Back of the end zone. He does this. He's great. What you, Coop, and QM, Guantanamo Bay. How is practice like for you guys going up against AJ Brown, going up against Smitty? Like, do you guys have your own personal wars, your one-on-ones, and how does that look like? Because I know when you have top-end talent on both sides of the field, I know the games, even with Zach Bond and then Saquon in the backfield, I know scrimmages be crazy.
Man, it used to be wild back because in camp, that's when we get all our reps in. We don't really practice against each other during a season too much, because we try to take care of each other. We need to see looks or different stuff. But camp, oh man, we was getting in. I was going against Smitty mostly during camp because I wanted Quinyon to get himself together, get right. So he was going against AJ. And him and AJ was going at it all camp. And and Quinion, like he one of them quiet behind like slick, quiet beast. Like he get mad too quick. You know what I'm saying? You can catch a 5-yard catch on him. He ready to like, line it back up, bro. Line it back up, bro. Right now. Let's go. Like he like that. I'm like, bro. I mean, I know you want nobody to catch the ball, but we, that's gonna happen. This gonna be you gonna be going against AJ forever. You can't just keep rewinding practices all day. We got shit to do. But Coop was kind of hurt during training camp, so he had a little hamstring, so he was coming back off that. And by the time he got like going, he was doing great, man. And they finally inserted him into that start nickel role. That's when I really saw him coming alive. I saw him come alive a little bit on the scout team, but they try not to hurt the guy, so they try to let him make plays, But when he got healthy and got on that first team, D, man, he changed the defense. Man. And then once we all started going, man, it was just special with them the young guys, man. They was ready to work, and that's why I say it was no one pass defense too. People don't say that, and I'm the old head, year 12, and I'm like, hey, I want a number one pass defense. We going crazy. And I can say this in Philly, man. Philly, out of my 5 years here, I've been the number one pass defense 2 out of the 5.
And bad.
Hey, I know I'm doing something goddamn right.
That's a fact. I got a quick trivia question for you, Slay. Quick trivia. We were talking about how great this defense got. Second half of the year, week 9 on, the Eagles defense allowed more than 23 points just 2 times.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're allowed 23 or more to?
Washington. And
that's it. Washington.
I'm about to say Washington both times.
Washington's the only team that put up basically more than 3 touchdowns against y'all all of the second half of last season. That's how dominant you were. To me, Jayden Daniels, what he showed against y'all, like, I love when a quarterback, especially early on in their career, shows out against top competition, right? Like, I feel like in that playoff game, you guys won handedly, but that was a game where they had so many turnovers that wasn't Jayden's fault, where he was moving the ball down the field, but you guys were causing turnovers. What was so difficult? Like, obviously, he could run, he could throw, he's super accurate, but him as a rookie, you don't really see rookie quarterbacks come in, go to the NFC Championship, let alone dominate in the playoffs against the Detroit Lions and the Bucs on the road and handle himself and, play up to his standard against a defense as good as y'all's.
He was great, man. What it is that's why I say he's very poised. He's not a normal rookie. You know what I'm saying? Obviously he's not, because he's 25 years old too. I didn't know that.
Jayden are a year apart, right?
Something like that. I'm like, damn, I didn't know he was the damn old. God damn.
He played against Justin Herbert in college.
Huh?
He played against Justin Herbert in college, Jayden Daniels.
God damn.
Yeah, so did Bo Nix. Yeah.
It still fuck the Commanders on this side, man. We got to stay strong for that.
Man, he got a bright future. And when I say it was just like his ability to extend plays, you know what I'm saying, and keep his eyes down the field, and that he's tall enough to look over the O-line. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys that's kind of scrambling quarterbacks, they're not that tall to see over the O-line. So he can scramble and still keep his head looking downfield and still seeing the coverages. And he's not the first guy to be like, I'm looking to scramble. Like he's looking to scramble to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? He want to still use his legs to make plays as in throwing the ball instead of just kind of scrambling. And when he do get to running, like, he's not scary either. He want to ain't no sliding, ain't none of that. We be like, bro, slide. I'll be generous. I'll say, bro, look, I like you as a player, but if your ass don't slide, you gonna keep your ass knocked off. Like he be saying, Slade, I'm not sliding. I'm gonna get y'all every time. I ain't sliding. I say, all right, keep on out there. And let one of these motherfuckers catch you sleeping. You go slide, come on. But he very talented, and to do what he did and just change that program around, man, that's what type of guy you want as your quarterback, your leader. And like I said, it's finally good for Terry too as well to have him a consistent quarterback that he could at least play with for at least 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good for him, man. They're gonna be a great threat because, like I said, he got the ability to do a lot of things. And with him playing that no huddle offense, just line up and go is different.
That what's so tough about guarding them?
It's tough. It's very tough. Definitely when it's new. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was not Washington, but when he was in
Arizona, yeah.
Oh, facts.
When we first played them, it was like, damn, shit fast and hurry. But as you get time and playing again, you kind of get used to it. But when it's your first time seeing it, and then it's getting ran by a different type of quarterback that's taller. You know, Kyler was short, so he couldn't see too much.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? But he can see everything.
He's throwing to the middle of the field. That's
you know what I'm saying? He sees everything. And you know, with Kyler Murray, we're like, all right, bro, If he stay in the pocket, he throwing outside the numbers. He move, that's when he go try to find the middle of the field. Him, any given time, anywhere, he go stand in the pocket, throw the middle, outside, throws a great deep ball. Great, he see it all. He see it all. He got the ability to throw across his body because he got a strong enough arm. And for him to be that damn skinny, I didn't know his arm was that goddamn strong, but that shit strong as fuck.
Big play. We talk about teams that were able to actually perform against your defense better than a lot of other guys. The one team that I saw really test you guys was that Los Angeles Rams team. It looked like y'all had it in the bag. Jayden gets hurt. Obviously, he's playing through an injury, but it starts to snow. You obviously have the conditions come into affect the game too. That it just makes it way harder on the defense. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, they just go out there and they just start moving that ball in the fourth quarter. Right. What was it? What was about that game, that moment that kind of tested you guys like we haven't seen all season?
So what's the crazy part, right? So that game, right? Most likely in that kind of conditions, quarterbacks can't see through the middle because it's coming down. So they and everything else is not more rhythm. And because you can't really see too clean. It was real hard to see. So
that was a bad game.
Yeah. So it was like, hey, most likely all the throws gonna be outside the numbers. So you could just, so it could just be more of a time. It's gonna be a rhythm. So it was like a 3-step, 1, 2, 3, something that been practicing since camp. 3-step, boom. I know where to throw that because that's where you're supposed to be at. Not with Stafford. I told him that on the sideline. I say, bro, y'all got Stafford messed up. Like Stafford don't give a fuck about no snow, about none of that. Stafford, he goes sling that mud like it's the last. And that's the only thing I used to hate about whooping teams' ass, because now that motherfucker throwing the ball every time.
They get personal.
Like now it's drop back century all the time. And then in the snow, come on, man. The DB is the worst part about that. It's that snow. I got to pedal and then try to break. Man, look, because if I slip and fall, they're going to be like, oh, Slay got routed up, but they're not going to blame the snow for me getting routed up. Like, they're not going to blame the snow. They're going to be like, boy, you just got done up. So
go ahead, Slay, my bad.
Yeah, so the jump was tough, and I just say that team was real great at what they do, man. And the fact that with Stafford, and we knew that it was going to be different because the fact that when we played them early in the year, they missed a couple of linemen, and we knew we was getting to them a lot. And this time, they was getting healthy at the right time, and they was making plays at the right time. They just beat Minnesota. That was a great defense with a lot of disguises. So we know, like, hey, we can't disguise too much with Stafford because obviously he see a lot of them. Because Minnesota do the blessed job at blitzing and covering up stuff, but Stafford's picking that apart. So we was like, this is going to be the team to beat because they really just getting themselves going at the right time, and they're getting healthy at the right time. So that was our real biggest challenge for sure.
Have you seen those reports that Stafford might not return to the Rams?
I saw it, but since me being in Detroit, I knew Stafford was going. He wanted to be in LA real bad. That's because that's his way he wanted to live at. But to see him in another jersey will be crazy. But that it must be got to mean McVay got to be gone too or something. Because McVay ain't no way McVay trying to start over with a whole new.
They said Rodgers might go over there.
They're like at a hold up with like the type of contract they want to give him because Stafford wants, I think, $50 million per year. Easy. And so they're like, his agent is just going out and contacting other teams to see if they pay him that amount and stuff. Yeah, but I don't think they should let go of Stafford because, I mean, you just said it. I thought they were your toughest matchup in the playoffs. Yeah. Like, they're not that far away from competing at a high level. And
great at drafting.
Jared Verse, I mean, he was an all-pro level player.
That's a bad man.
That's a bad man, though.
Yo, Slay, my brother. Fuck all that. You saw what Dak said? Did you see the reports about Dak saying they not far off from us, man?
That's my dog. We went to Hell State together. That's my boy. Got
right. What you think about that? What you think about what he talking?
That's my dog, but Dak know better than that. Dak know better than that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, it could be a different result for next year because we don't know what next year is promised to how the team's gonna look. Everybody's team gonna look different. But for this 2014. This team right here, this Eagles team right here, man, shit, we'd have been whipping on Dak ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. We would have been on Dak ass, like, quick. That's my dog, though, but we would have been on his ass. Like,
So you this year, we saw the Bengals, we saw the Ravens, saw the Commanders twice. Had a solid, saw the Rams. When y'all went into the playoffs, who was the team that y'all like? Playoff game, you got the first round, you saw the path of who you could potentially play. Who was the team that you guys, for your defense, you circled and you were like, we really want to play them. Like, this is a team we want to show out. We want to lock them down. Like, I feel like you would say the Commanders because it's a division game, third time to try. But who was a team you really wanted to see? Like, now we want this matchup for real, for real.
Honestly, who we wanted to play the most, the team, like the team kind of wanted to play the Detroit Lions. The team did, because it was just like, as in like, you know, we was a different type of team. You know what I'm saying? There was more of their defense was physical, but their offense was a cute offense. You know what I'm saying? We called it cute because they did a lot of trick plays, a lot of this and a lot of that. And then,
Slay, you're funny for that.
So we was like, man, we're gonna knock that cute shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because we go. And we was a hard grinding defense. Like, defense was just hard nosed, offense running. So we was like, you know what I'm saying? They were more like they was great. Their team was great this year. You know what I'm saying? They was like one of them. I don't know what kind of, like, they was like a little one of them gorillas that be in the zoo that just look at you and be just sit there and eat. Nah, we would go bring their ass into the jungle and see if they can climb the same trees we climbing. Hunt the same way we hunt, because we like, nah, we don't want to do that cute shit. Like, because we just knew. But yeah, we wanted to play the Detroit Lions though. I love Detroit though. That's my second home, one of my other homes. So nothing against them. It's just that's who we wanted to play, because they were, like I said, they were doing too much cute shit that we just like, man, somebody just need to punch them. And we was gonna punch them.
Yeah, and that was a team like all year long that they were comparing you guys to. Like, it's the Lions and the Eagles at the top. I really wish we got that matchup, but you know, they didn't hold up their end of the bargain.
Yeah. They got a lot of injuries for sure.
I was gonna say, let them get healthy. I think we see that rematch.
It's never happening.
No,
this team ain't hit to go be assembled again. This team is great.
Oh, it's true. That's true.
So it's never gonna happen. So they be saying, oh, we could see it, but I just felt as in we would have just lined up against them. The matchups, okay, they had a great running game. They did. They had one of the best O-lines. We had one of the best O-lines.
True.
And I just think our defense will be too good not to get consistent stops out of somewhere for our offense to go put up points. And I think their defense was just, it was good. They just had, they was good. I think their defense was solid, but they pass defense wasn't as good as it needed.
You're not stopping playoff Jaylen. Come on.
You're not stopping damn sure playoff Jaylen. And then the fact that we add an extra run game with Hurts being able to zone read, that makes it difficult. And y'all don't got that. And then we call them statues, and Jared Goff is a statue that can't really be too mobile as we need him to be. And we was gonna get off. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna get off, but I think they offense is very top notch, one of the best offense that I've seen in this NFL. They had a great going, but man, look, I think honestly we'd have probably blew them out.
You would wax them. I'll say it for you. I'll say
blowing them out.
Yeah. Look at what Washington did to them. Look at how bad Jared Goff looked against them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What y'all would have done would have been worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could have had some healthier guys for sure, but even when I watched them early in, because I watched nothing but the Detroit Lions game. And if I play my game first and the Detroit play at another time, I'm watching Detroit. If anybody on, if I'm not playing, I'm watching Detroit. So I watched them enough to be able to know, like, yeah, them boys good, but they weren't gonna be able to beat us because, yeah, we had too much. We had a lot. There's
no dogs, man. We got men over here.
You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of dogs over there. They got some dudes that could go, but man, we got some ones that
animals.
Like, I'm telling you, like,
that's a team that's losing both coordinators.
They not looking. They out here looking for a day meal and your meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Some people just mind their business, go get their own meal. If they can't find one fast enough for when they hungry, we was coming to get yours. That's how it was. Like, oh man, we hungry. We can't find none yet. So it look like you over there eating. Let me eat your fillet.
So, I seen your appearance on Amon-Ra St. Brown's podcast. And I seen that you eat your steak medium well.
Yeah. He over there eating this shit all bloody and shit. That shit disgusting.
Slay, I say this with the utmost respect. Medium well is crazy. It's crazy.
Medium well is the most you could go. Riv's over here saying well done. That's what
Riv.
I'm sorry, Riv.
Listen, Slay's on your side.
Del, you ain't even hear I said it now.
I need a little bit of pink, not a crazy now.
A little bit. If I cut my shit
and that's gray. If I cut my shit and then this thing, look like it's period on, I'm done.
Why you gotta describe it like that?
My goodness.
That's what it is.
It's not like if you cut it, you gotta treat it like any type of other meat that has a little juice. Like chicken's a little juicy. A steak you cut has got its
pink and
juices.
chicken.
Not red juice.
A little bit.
A little. Nothing wrong with it.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, man.
So you're just chewing your steak and you're just there for like 5 minutes.
Oh no, that should be magnificent. Mine should be cooked to a T. You know, man. Perfect center pink. Look great.
So Slag, you've had a great career. 12 years in this. You have your championship. You went to the Super Bowl twice. If you could, put your career into perspective, just from start to middle to finish, going to Detroit, and then being with Philly, just how do you think your career went? Like, are you obviously you won the Super Bowl, so it's easy to say you satisfied, but you felt like, do you think you could have done a little bit more, or you could have accomplished a little bit more? Do you feel like you've done everything you needed to do to establish yourself?
I think I've done a lot in this league, man. I think I done, solidified myself to be a damn great dominant corner.
You're a dog.
I've been watching a lot of films and on guys that play my position. I don't think a lot of guys had. See, that's why I'll never watch stats. A lot of guys had good seasons, like good era season, and they season be like 3 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying? They'll go crazy for 3 to 4 years and get 3 All-Pros or maybe 2 All-Pros out of it, whatever it is. But me, I think I have been either got here or I got better every year. You know what I'm saying? I stayed at the consistent level to be considered, as a top at least 5 or 6 corner in the league every year, from me being from all the way from year 3 to year 12. You know what I'm saying? I say year 12, that's when I slipped out of it. That's cool because I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to slip out of that. I'm ready to pass the torch. But from 3 to 10, I think I was at least top 5 every year. You know what I'm saying? And consistently. Then I went to year 11, consistent. 12. You see, I'm still in the one pass defense, very consistent. Like, my game has not, a lot of corners that's in my league kind of like, you can see the downgrade, like as in like, oh, he can't play no more. Like up top, pork chop his ass all goddamn day. For me, it ain't happening like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to still be able to run fast, cover good. And yeah, man. I'm still like I could easily play 5 more years until we got some guys that say they play to steal some years. I don't got to steal no year yet.
So are you playing?
Yeah. I'm playing one more for sure. I'm gonna do 13, and most likely that'll probably be done.
And is 13 gonna be in Philly? Like, what's
the goal? You know what I'm saying?
So, that, like,
you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's the goal, man.
I gotta defend the title. Y'all gotta defend the title.
You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for that. Hopefully 13 years, my 13 one be in Philly, man. But we'll see. I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be special, Slay.
Every year.
Philly, I will say, my team up there could be using the CB2 this offseason. You know what I mean? Like, it's a young up and coming team. Aaron Glenn,
hey, don't listen to that.
Former DP. You and Sauce Gardner. You and Sauce.
No.
Who's trying to go to New York?
Listen,
Slay, do that.
You know what Aaron Glenn runs. Aaron Glenn is gonna have you bump to bump man coverage. You don't gotta do that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yo, Slay, it sounds lit though. Running alongside the DPOY. That sounds lit to me. And I know you show love to the boy PS2.
That boy nice.
Talking about it for years.
That boy nice now. I ain't gonna sit and complain. That boy nice.
Listen, last thing I'm gonna say to you, Slay. You say you're not a huge numbers guy.
Yeah.
You talk about year 12. I say this guy in year 12 allowing only 47% of passes to be completed on him. The fact that he allowed a passer rating of 63.6 in year 12.
Yeah.
Slay, tell him bring the money home.
Oh,
talk about that.
You know how he can do it. How
we
he
ain't
can do
cheap
it.
now. We not cheap now, for damn straight that. Because ain't nobody doing what I'm doing still at this level. It's
year
like
12, and you made us wait for the interception. You made us wait for the INT, but you saved it for the best moment in the playoffs.
Come on now, I'll make plays now. I should have ended one. I should have had one on Washington, but I dropped it.
Yeah, that was tough. That one hurt.
Yeah. It's nobody. I remember talking to a lot of receiver coaches that be knowing me for a long time. They said, "Slay, man, it's just crazy that you're in year 12 and just like you don't look like it. Like I know, man." And that's the scary part because when I keep hearing that constantly all the time, it just make me like, all right, I'm gonna keep playing.
What's your routine like? What's your routine like to keep playing at the level that you're playing at? Like, what's your workout routine like? Your
man, honestly,
routine?
I think what I got to do with me is that the fact that I take care of the body for sure, massages every week, stretching and all that kind of great stuff. But I think with me not like being a drinker, I think that did a lot for
lost
me.
me.
Stupid.
I think it did a lot for my body. Like, I think, like, because it's like, you know, like I never did. No, of course, I never do no goddamn hard drug or no coke or no crack or none of that kind of crazy stuff. Like,
We'll do that.
I just think like my body never take a beating of something else besides football. Everything my body took is besides football beating. And a lot of guys in this league, you know what I'm saying, them boys be on some lot of stuff.
those old linemen, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The guys be on some stuff, and I'm just thinking like, I ain't do none of that kind of crazy mess. I ain't never drink no alcohol, no wine. Never.
34 years, no alcohol.
None.
Crazy.
Don't even know what drunk sex feel like. I don't even like. When I was young, I didn't even like having sex with drunk people. If you was drunk, I cannot do it. You know
so wait, if you retire, what you picking up? You picking up the bottle? You picking up the wine? Or you gonna just live your life free?
I was just to this point in my life now. It's like I'm 34. What is it gonna do for me?
This where you grab your wine moment. You pop a squat, you know.
Yeah,
I told myself one day, man, I might drink some wine, man. Come out, my boy Quandre Diggs, man. He keep him and GQ keep saying, bro, just drink wine. You don't gotta drink no brown, no white. Just drink a wine, man. It's so good for you. Good for this and good for that. I'm saying like, but I'm gonna be drunk though. I don't want to be drunk.
You got one glass. You know what I mean? Keep it calm.
There was no vibe at the parade.
You start smiling. You know, you feel great.
No, I'm sure that.
I said people like it's always enhanced stuff. I'm like, I feel like if I do anything, I'm already late as it is.
That's pretty impressive that you've never
every day,
drunk
lit every day. Like I come to work smiling for no reason, just be. That's a good reason. I be just loving work, but they be like, bro, how you stay with this energy and like you don't do nothing? Like I'm like, but I'm just blessed to be living. Like I love living. Like so I'll be living life. Like Joe could be coming to work, man. I'll come to work, man. I'll be like, let's go to work, bye. Everyone's like, hey, bro, what's up with you, bro? Nothing. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to eat me some candy in the locker room, just sitting there chilling. Like I eat bad. I'm terrible. Yeah.
What's your favorite bad food that you eat?
Everything bad I eat. I don't eat nothing healthy. Like I'm a fried guy. Like I fry all my food. Every chicken wings. I eat fried ribs. I'll do it all. We do it every.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. So yeah, like I eat bad. Like I don't eat no vegetables crazy. I'm not a big vegetable guy. Like all them people eat guacamole, all that kind of crazy. Everything that sound, first of all, if I can't spell it or sound out, I don't eat it.
Are you on the Ocho diet?
Yes.
Damn.
That's the rib diet these days.
Yes, that's the best diet.
Yo, we really twins.
That's why it's the best diet. Like then like I said, people like we got to eat healthy. Well, I said my grandma like what she is like. She just turned 91 and she still eat fried food. So I said, if she 91 eating fried food, I'm not gonna stop eating no fried food. Whenever my time is up, my time is up.
That's a fact.
I gotta eat good, and she be eating good, and she cook good too. So yeah, I'm just living. So, but yeah, I don't drink though. I can't do that. I'm scared.
Someone got 2-turn at the parade or nah?
Oh, them boys are 2-turn at the parade. I'm talking about look. That's why I can't drink. I'm watching them look how they looking, and then I call and check on them. I can't move. I can't do like that. You know, I just can't. My boy Quinion, cute. Man,
he fresh out of college too. You know,
fresh out of it. And you know, he's saying he got the mic one time. He's just like, "Go, Eagles!" I'm like,
never seen him talk like that.
My boy lit. Him, Vontae, Dallas. Oh man, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw the video. I saw a video of Dallas trying to dance. Like,
oh god.
It was wild, man.
That's funny.
It was wild. So that's all I'm like. Yeah. Every time I see folks like that, I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't need to, because I'm already lit. And if I'm drunk, I know for a fact I'm probably gonna be like
over the top, too lit.
Yeah. I'm up a wall somewhere. And I need to remember what the fuck I did.
I feel that. Last 6 months, I've been trying to do the same thing. No drinking, no smoking, no nothing. I definitely feel better. I can only imagine if I stick around with this for another 34 years. I mean, I feel great about that.
I feel great.
Great. Dels he's the drug guy on the show. You know, he does.
Drug guy's crazy. Just throwing that out there.
The drug guy.
Drug guy's crazy. When ribs hit me, like, yo, let me come get one. All right.
After taking 2, he texted me like, "Yo, pull up." So you know that's the type of vibe.
Now, Riv, do you have that King of the Hill?
Yes, I do.
Okay, this one we'll finish off with. Say thank you so much for your time.
Yes, sir.
And Slay, while he pulls that up, I need to say thank you again. Man.
There you go, Drew.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
He saved me. He saved me. I would have been so miserable if I had to watch another KC Super Bowl. And the fact that you guys waxed them, you didn't just beat them. It wasn't a close game. No. It was start to finish, belt to ass.
Yeah.
And I was happy like a pig in shit. I couldn't have been happier. So that's all I want to say. Thank you to the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you to Big Play Slay.
You're welcome,
you
man.
Saved me.
You're welcome.
Hold on, Rip. Before you go, Slay, Saquon says something. It was like the NFL Films thing. Like the more I watch of this tape, the more I think we could dominate them.
Crazy,
because KC was getting disrespected. Like for better or for worse, up to the Super Bowl, they were like 15-2. One of their losses was Week 18. They didn't play nobody. They basically had one loss in the season. People thought the Bills were going to beat them, the Ravens would beat them, but like. When you were watching film, what was sticking out? That was like, oh no, this is it. Like it's over. Like we got
the home supporting cast isn't good, man. That's
we just kind of like as we watching film too, man. We just like look,
Kelsey's slow.
If we don't let this man do 2 plays, like we think it called 2 plays because he scrambles after the first if anything's not open. So we say if we stop him from doing that second play, this shit could be over with fast. And that's what we did. Got over fast. And then we knew we knew they had a great defense. They got teams that could like turn the ball over. They could get after the quarterback a little bit with Chris Jones and them. So we was like, hey, we go get y'all the ball back as many times as y'all need to. Get them boys tired.
Fact.
Hey, we got them boys tired. They was out there on that field. They sat down. Get your asses back up.
Back. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't do a damn thing.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what the goal plan was: is play a complete defense, make the defense get tired, and and make plays. And that what the boys did. We really beat that ass though.
Y'all the goats.
Yeah, and Slay, you guys did wonders for me, man. I mean, especially based off last year. I remember I talked so crazy before we played the Niners, and then y'all went out there, y'all got destroyed by the Niners, and it just went to hell. Yo, they did us so bad. This year, you guys really, you really pulled it out and got the W.
Yeah, we was looking to smack everybody. I swear to God, we was.
Yeah, and y'all did y'all job.
You did.
King of the Hill, Darius Slay edition.
Yeah.
Darius Slay. This is wide receivers you have played against or talked about in a podcast, on a show, just in general. First 2 names up. And Darius Slay, this is you just answering. So this is you by yourself. Jarvis Landry or Smitty? Smitty or OBJ?
Yep.
It's not rude. It's not rude to say Odell.
You have a choice here.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie to you. That 2014 video Odell is something different, but Odell.
Crazy.
Go Odell.
Yeah, it had to.
Odell or DJ Moore?
Odell.
Odell or Mike Evans?
I'm gonna go Mike.
Mike Evans or Michael Thomas? And you played him when he was still different.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans or AJ Brown? AJ Brown or Scary Terry? AJ Brown or DK? AJ Brown or CeeDee Lamb? AJ Brown or AJ Green? Which
Brown.
AJ? Okay. AJ Brown or Devontae Adams?
That's a tough one right there. Cause I caught Tay with an A-Rod, so
yeah, he was crazy.
He whipped my ass one time. I gotta go Devontae.
That was a rough game, Slay. That was tough.
He whipped my ass one time, so I gotta go Devontae. He whipped my ass bad.
Devontae Adams or Jamar Chase?
Tay.
And then Devontae Adams or Stephon Diggs?
Tay.
And finally, Devontae Adams or Justin Jefferson?
Tay.
And you cleared.
Tay still got it too, man. He might not be Green Bay Tay, but Tay still got it.
Yeah, I'm talking about Green Bay Tay. He whipped my ass
for sure.
He whipped my ass one time. Him and DK was the only receiver that went for 100 yards on me.
Who's the? It was DK. I remember the Seattle year.
Yeah,
he fucked you up that year. I won't lie to you. He did you. Real
I'm talking about every catch was very.
He walked off on the last play
and everything. He catching everything.
No,
he just blew my.
I kid you not. Slay was there every single play.
Every play,
every catching the shit.
Every catch he caught, I was there. It was like catch tackle. I'm like, motherfuck this motherfucker. Like, he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But Tay, Tay was like whooping my ass. Like he and I gotta go chase this motherfucker and go tackle him because he whooped my ass one time with A-Rod. Yeah, he whooped my ass that one year.
Was that COVID year?
Not COVID year, he whipped my ass. COVID, it was I was in Detroit one time.
Oh.
And that's when the first time he ever scored on me. He whooped my ass.
I'm gonna say that COVID year. I was thinking because Tay had
the COVID year I got hurt. So I ain't only played the first quarter. The COVID year.
Yeah, so Devontae Adams, I mean, that's not a bad king of the hill because at his best, he was the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, he was the best receiver in the league for at least 4 or 5 years.
Quick question, Slay. Tay or Julio?
Who? Tay or who?
Devontae or Julio?
Oh, that. What kind of question is that? Julio.
I just want to
only person in our era that can even conversate with Julio.
Julio AB.
That's it. That's the only one.
Who would you take?
Huh?
Who would you take?
Shit. I mean, I'm going Julio because we had to double him in the box. Because that's why he don't got a lot of tubs because you got to double him in the red zone.
You have to.
He go score on you. But AB got a lot of things. But I just got a lot more respect for just AB just as a person because, man, that dude do not come out the game. He don't come out on run plays. He stay in the game every play. And
kick returns.
Everything. He does everything. But complete receiver, though, them two the best out two. I win against. They're the best two in that generation.
The three best I ever seen was Calvin, him, and Julio.
And all the three guys I done played against in my era is Calvin, Julio, and AB.
Yeah, you played against some demons.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, AB with Ben, it was fucking ball century.
That's crazy. You played against Julio, AB, Calvin.
Calvin was your teammate.
Yeah.
And then you played against Jamar, Cheddar's, AG. Like you went new school. Oh, God.
Quick. Come on, new school, old school. All of it. And I done whooped all their asses.
And that's how we gotta end it off, man. That was a great way to end it off. Oh, thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate your time and congratulations for winning the Super Bowl and continuing to be a great player for 12 years now. We're so happy for you and for all your success.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Future Jet. So
big play.
Yes, sir.